everyone, it's Michelle back for another Create a Sim video. What? Today we are following the lead of Twitter user Sims on the Rope, who I will link to in the description, who wrote this. On Twitter, Tumblr, and elsewhere, I mostly see young, fit, and smooth-faced Sims. I'm also guilty of that. So let's give some love to our older Sims, Sims with other body shapes or bold facial features. Great tweet, great idea, and I was really excited to make a couple of Sims that fit that mold. Especially, I'm nearly 50. I am a fat lady, married to a fat dude, and I thought it would be really neat to explore some Sims who were more on the, I hate saying normal. It's almost as annoying as like real woman. There is no real woman besides, we're all real women and real men. We exist, we're here. But you don't see a lot of models in popular culture or even in The Sims that really reflect that unless you make them yourself. And I'm as guilty of making the hot Sims as anybody, and I think that's totally fine because escapism is fun. Pretty people are fun. It's all good. But I want to challenge myself to do a bit more to make Sims that more reflect, me, my friends, my family, normal people. Again, with all the caveats about normal. So David here, David Riker, is a comedian, a professional comedian. He's in his 40s. He dresses pretty casually. He's a fan of denim. He's a fan of, he doesn't either hide his shape or dress for his shape. He exists. He exists. He's a big dude. He uses that in his comedy, but he doesn't mock himself for it. He's a funny, friendly guy. He doesn't like a lot of flashy colors. He favors blues. He doesn't flavor sneakers. He favors sneakers. He has a pretty no-nonsense haircut. He's a low-maintenance guy who just likes to make people laugh and to enjoy his life and his new marriage. Though he's in his 40s, he's only just married for the first time. And he's sort of enjoying that feeling of being a newlywed while already in his 40s. He's a lot of fun. And he is married to Jamie. Jamie is not a comedian. She met him at a show. They dated for a while. Jamie is also in her 40s. She is a conservationist. She runs a environmental nonprofit. And she's a really great lady. She holds her own. She's had a full life before she even met David. She has friends and hobbies, and, they can spend time together and they can spend time apart, which I think is a good marker of a healthy relationship. Jamie's always kind of had a few self-esteem problems about being very slender, not having a very, defined waist, not having broad shoulders. So she's always felt a little angst about that, and she dresses in a way after a long time, after a lot of practice and figuring out what works best for her. She's finally figured out what to dress in that makes her feel both confident and appropriate to her mission in life, which is, again, conservation, ecological awareness. So you can see I kind of struggled with her a little bit just because my body type is absolutely not the same as Jamie's, and so it was interesting to try and address a different set of image issues, and I found that really, really cool to be able to work on that. Again, you can see that Jamie likes pretty casual clothes. I almost kept this, right? This sort of like David Bowie, Tilda Swinton thing. But I can picture her like I picture me, standing in a changing room in a store, trying on 80 things and not being sure if any of them work. And, that's a very familiar feeling to me. And yeah, I think Jamie figuring out what works best for her, and we settled on this for her formal look. I think real life Jamie would like it. It's sleek and elegant and no nonsense, and she played with makeup, and yeah, I just had I actually found this exercise pretty meaningful, and I do plan on, and excuse the purring, I have a cat on my microphone. I found this exercise really cool, and I will probably do more of it to try and make older Sims, Sims with different body shapes, Sims with different facial features. Jamie has freckles. You know, I have freckles. I love them. I don't usually think about them, but, you know, maybe someone else does. She's very pale, so she worries a bit about sun coverage. She does have her hidden rock and roll side. You know, look at her wearing her rock t-shirts to go work out in. But I like Jamie and David because, again, they met and married in their 40s after they had a lot of time doing their own thing. Going to school in Jamie's case, not going to school in David's, you know, working his way up through seedy comedy clubs. And, you know, neither of them is rich. Neither of them is tremendously known or successful, but they found a measure of success in their own lives, their own world, and they're content. You know, of course, someone who wants fame and someone who wants ecological change are never going to be like without ambition. Both of them want to see change, but they're also pretty content in their time with each other, in the joy of spending time together and the joy of just being themselves. And in the end, that's really great that they just have fun being themselves. And I think that's a worthy goal for just about anybody. I loved putting her in the wetsuit for her swim thing because she's, you know, a conservationist. She's not doing so much lolling around pools as she is diving into brackish waters under bridges to look at mollusks. You know, that kind of thing. For both Jamie's hot weather outfit and her cold weather outfit, she likes practical, useful, long wearing, a lot of natural fibers, you know, consistent with her other outfits. One thing I like about David and Jamie is that they have a really strong sense of who they are. David likes to be comfortable. Jamie likes to both be comfortable and to dress to her particular figure. And they just have fun together. They have fun together in the world, and they are content in each other's company and their own ambitions. So thank you so much for coming along with me on this video. And I'm going to leave you with a few screenshots to show you more of David and Jamie. Thanks again, and I will see you with my next video.